Oh, somebody in the chat is saying HP percentage sense of Eon. Oh, that's a big fat no. What is up, everyone? In this video, we're gonna do a showcase for the Jade Cutter that I spent a lot of money on. A lot of people are saying that it's the best in slot weapon for kitching, so I wanted to check that out, okay? You know what's so funny? If somebody says something in Chinese community, somebody who speaks Chinese will bring that to their Reddit, and some YouTubers would read that and make a YouTube video, and then everyone's thinking, oh, dude, this guy on Reddit said that. And also, this YouTuber said that. And also, in Chinese community, they said that. So it must be true. We don't know yet, okay? So that's why I exist. To figure out if rumors are true or not, but if you take a look at numbers here, it is so complicated in this game, right? You know, they have critical chance, critical damage, attack, they've got elemental mastery, you're just like, oh, what the f. Okay, you know what? F it. We just watch YouTube video, yeah? So it would be so much better to see damage difference. So we're gonna take Kiching to Cry Resist Fine. Yeah? Nice, nice. So in this experiment, I'm gonna be doing the following. Right now, before Jade Cutter, Summit Shaper was the best in slot weapon for Electro Kitching, yes, but we want to compare that with Jade Cutter. Because if you were to compare physical kitching, this probably is the best. But right now, I have it at R1, okay? Because that's what really matters. Not many people can go for R5 weapons, and R1 weapon is the standard that we have to take a look at. Sadly, I have those weapons at R5, so we're gonna have to compare that with R5 weapon. But then, to compensate that, we will slowly make the Refinement rank to 5 and see if it gets anywhere near or even better than Summit Shaper. Alright, so right now I'm gonna be using Summit Shaper. I'm using 4 set of Thunder Suitor. This is what my artifacts look like. We're gonna have to take down the base damage, okay? So, I'm just gonna be using Bennett to take down the shield, and I'm gonna be using Zhongli E, and then we would do Kiching. Okay, we're gonna be using Kiching to see the damage. Oh, I dodged that. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I need my snack. Sorry. I hate this game. Okay, we've seen 16k, right? If we hit any more, then it's gonna die. So we have seen 16k. I'm so sorry about the scuffed situation right here. But with the full stacks, she's gonna have 3400 attack, which is pretty high, right? Just with this weapon, you can get 3400 attack. And this is not achievable unless you have like all the attack percentage on your goblet, on your Sands of Eon, and have a lot of attack percentage on your substats, right? So this time, we're gonna be using the Jade Cutter. But with this weapon, I had 42% crit rates, and usually, I utilize Kiching's talent, where if you use her Q, then she gets 15% critical rate. So usually, I would probably use Q, and then I use E twice, and then spam her charge attacks. That's how I use her, but then, just for the science, I had to do charge attacks without using her Q, so she was doing really bad. But, how about we use the new weapon? Okay. So, with Jade Cutter, unfortunately, I do not have the critical damage circlet, so her stats looks like this. Her session stats gives her critical damage, so it's pretty high. My crit rate is at 86%. Her attack goes down to 2300, and I still think that is pretty okay. So, we have to remember 16k, alright? Okay. Okay. So 12k. 12k. 12k, 10k. Okay. So compared to 16k, she did less damage, yes. But her crit rate, this is a lot more stable than late 50 or 60% critical rate, right? That was pretty good. But we have to also think about her attack, right? So my first impression about the weapon is that this crit rate you get is so high that I feel like it's compensating the lower base attack than even Summit Shaper. Aquila Favonia has 674. Summit Shaper has 608, but that was covered by this passive. But this one is even lower. It's pretty much like 4-star weapon, right? But is crit rate worth? I would say yes. So for those of you who really likes math, you guys can do this. Divide that crit rate 44.1% by the average of the crit rate you get for rolling of 5-star artifacts, and then take a look at how many rolls it actually is. And then multiply that by average attack percentage or average critical damage, and take a look at what it really is when you convert that to different numbers. So if you ever have Catching as F2P, and if you ever get Jade Cutter as F2P, then this would be perfect. This would make her really easy to build, because when I was building Catching, I felt like it was super hard because I needed a high crit rate, critical damage, high attack. I was like, dude, this is so much. But then if I don't have to care about crit rate or critical damage, then this is okay. This is okay. You can just kind of give her some attack and some maybe damage bonus, and that's gonna be it. Oh, somebody in the chat is saying HP percentage Sense of Eon. Oh, that's a big fat no. The big fat no. Okay, so if you take a look at this attack right now, right? So if I take this out and change it with HP percentage, right? Her attack is gonna be 300 less about. But if you think about this, you can probably make the weapon to be R5, and this would go up a little bit more. So there it is. But then no HP for Catching, please. Look at this HP, dude. That is like my Zhongli's HP. Oh, this is a big fat no, dude. This thing is really obvious, but this is for people who doesn't believe in system. So whenever you get percentage of HP, it's based on your base HP. Attack percentage is based off your base attack. So that is why 5-star weapons are really important. That's why we need to go for a 5-star weapon if we can. But I think this weapon is saying that the max HP, which is equivalent to 21.7k, not the white max HP. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. So 20% increased. We're fine. So we got a 5% HP, and then from 1.2% we got 1.5%. So what is the change in her overall stats? Okay, we see the difference. From the weapon Refinement, we get HP increased, and the attack bonus is based on the max HP. So let's refine it to R5, and we can just kind of take a look at the damage and compare it with Summit Shaper. Okay, so 2.4% attack bonus. Is it small, like your PP? Seems like it is not that small, right? We have a 2600 attack after we got this weapon to R5. And I have her max HP at 24k, so is that a good thing? I am not so sure, but can we start beating up the Cryo Resist Fine again? But I think it's dead though, is it? Oh, we have it! Okay, we do this one more time. $12k. 13k. The damage wise, it was about the same. We got like maybe 1k or 2k increase. So compared to R1 to R5, the damage increase was not that great. So is it worth it for Catching? Or is it the best weapon in slot? I actually like this weapon. Am I mad because there's no difference? Or there's not much of a difference? I'm not. I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy that this is very close to R1 damage, right? So R5 is not worth. So for those of you small spenders who's thinking about going for Jade Cutter, go ahead. So the amount of damage I was doing with R5 Jade Cutter or R1 Jade Cutter, like if you were comparing Jade Cutter R1 to R5 Summit Shaper, yes, there was a difference. But like R5 Jade Cutter and R5 Summit Shaper, it was about the same. Damage-wise, of course, the highest damage Summit Shaper was doing more. If I were to use the right artifacts for Jade Cutter, then I would probably catch up to that level because I would probably drop a lot of crit rate for critical damage, and I'd probably go for maybe 250% critical damage, right? Drop it down to maybe 50% and convert that into critical damage or maybe into attack percentage, and they will be fine. And she's gonna be tankier, so it's gonna be good for a boomer hand like me. But then before we move on to HP percentage Sense of Eon, we should check out this one, okay? We should check out this one so that I have higher crit damage. 13k damage, and I had higher critical rates. So if I were to ditch maybe 20% crit rate for critical damage, then damage wise I think it would have been identical. And with Jade Cutter it's easier to build, so I would dare to say that Jade Cutter is best in slot weapon. And unlike Summit Shaper, this weapon is great at R1. There was not much of a difference between R1 to R5, so keep that in mind. Okay, what are we gonna do now? We are going to change this goddamn Sense of Eon to HP percentage. Oh my god. Okay, so we have to remember this, okay? 2687 attack to what? Oh! This is only because this is R5 Jade Cutter, okay? 29, almost 30k max HP with a 2462 attack and 89% crit rate with a 200% critical damage. Holy. Shall we celebrate by maybe attacking Cryoresist Fine again? Oh no, it's dead. It's dead. We gotta wait. Because this is just for the memes, can we go to Dvalin and see if I can try to kill him with this build? Yeah, we can do that. A lot of people are saying that the HP bonus is huge. Yes, but it doesn't change everything, because it's not like Keqing has some kind of a skill that utilizes her max HP, right? So if that was the case, then this weapon would have been really, really good. It would have been broken, but yeah. Another character I can think of probably is Bennett. What? Okay. This is for the meme, okay? HP percentage Sense of Eon. This is a HP Sense of Eon, and Keqing is doing pretty good. I mean, with this sword you can build your character with HP percentage like this, and I don't see a lot of difference, right? So if I were to build Bennett like this, I think that would be pretty good. Can we see if we can build him like this? We have a pyro damage bonus, attack, crit rates, but crit rate is just too much. If I give him that, his crit rate will skyrocket from 53% to maybe 90%. I don't have a lot of good artifacts that fits him really well, so I don't know, man. I don't know. If I give him this, right? Crit rate 90%, 137% critical damage. I think I can do so much better. Drop all those energy recharge and, you know, we're good to go. And he's also at level 80, so he's got a little bit of room for improvement. We actually do have that. But this looks pretty promising. What the f? His crit rate, 95%? Can we make it to 100% or does it go over 100%? I'm curious. Does that even work? Why does it go over 100%? I don't understand. Is it because, like, remember the last event with the hypostasis? They decreased your crit chance by 50% or something like that. Is it because of that? Just in case you have debuffs? I see. But it just looks weird in my eyes that crit rate goes over 100%. But anyways, if I get a chance to do a showcase for Bennett with this sword, then I would probably do it. But I think we're gonna have to stop this video right here because there's so much things we can do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There wasn't much of a showcase here, but you know, there had been some people debating on whether if the max HP was off your real max HP or just white max HP, you know? So yeah, there we go. In my opinion, is it worth it? If you get it for free, yes. If you get it for maybe $5, yes. $10, yes. If you love Keqing, yes. But this is very good for Bennett in my opinion, but also good on Keqing. So thank you so much for watching this long video, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.